Hi, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Proline. It's already week 11 of the NFL season. I'm Dave Cokin in Las Vegas, joined by Jim Feist and Las Vegas Systems handicapper and expert Sean Hess. We're going to be looking at some NFL games. First, Jim, 26-10 weekend. Big one Saturday. 10-3-1 with your college football game of the year since, the last 14 years. And it goes this Saturday.
It does, Dave, and welcome everybody. It was a great weekend. Obviously, 26-10 is something we can really feel good about, especially when it comes Tuesday and instead of paying, you're collecting. So that's a happy day. This week, last week I did have, East Carolina and Kansas State, two big plays. Big plays on Sunday, including the Saints and the over. My college football game of the year goes on Saturday. Like Dave said, 10-3-1 since 1999. This play is available right now online for $500. But as a special, you can get it for $100 by calling 1-866-841-1655, and you get a bonus high roller if you call right away. These games of the year are big winners. Get on board. Make sure you make the phone call, 1-866-841-1655. You can buy it online right now for $500 or make the phone call and you can get it for $100. 1-866-841-1655. Back to you, Dave.
All right, Jim. Well, I'm going to focus on some under-the-hat plays this weekend. And, if you've been watching me over the years, you're familiar with these. These are strong plays that go out to everybody on my personal service. All my players get them, and they know what to do with them when they get them, which is to go out there and fire away. They're strong plays. So this weekend, what we're going to do is make it an under-the-hat weekend. You're going to play through Monday. You're going to get every under-the-hat play I've got in basketball, every under-the-hat play I've got in football as well, college and the NFL. And there will be at least 4 of these plays, a minimum of 4 of these plays. Could be a couple more than that, depending on where the numbers fall, because we don't know that now as far as the basketball for the weekend is concerned. So you're talking about strong plays, though, in more than a couple of them. And the cost is only $20. All you need to do is make one phone call, and you're ready to go. 1-866-896-1629 is the number. That's 1-866-896-1629. Sean, you want to sell anything?
Dave, I don't really have to sell anything. I'm just here enjoying with you guys, just trying to pick the winners. That's why I have a pencil. I got a pencil right here, 26-10. I'm writing it down.
There you go. Good stuff. We will hear later from Jeff.
Dave, Sean's just looking for a date. So if you can hook him up with a dating service.
At this stage of my life, I'm lucky to be able to be looking. Hey, but I'm older than you are, Jim. I can hear you coming up on the outside, but I'm still older than you.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I can't catch up.
It's been a while since I've been the youngest person in any group. I feel like a kid again.
Dave, you don't even hold a candle. We're so far ahead of you.
I know. All right, let's see. Before we have Jeff Sodd's going to be coming up later with a little man on the street action. We get our Twitter question of the week for Jim, myself, and you, Sean. And follow us on Twitter at JimFeistSports or Facebook. We're at ProlineTV if you go to Facebook. This is from Jack Ferguson, who lives in Champaign, Illinois. Nice football team you got there. Our NFL teams neglecting building offensive lines. A lot of bad ones this year. That's a tough question. I think it's more the rules. I don't think they're bad offensive lines as much as, they're not allowed to do anything anymore. It's tough to, if you're moving backwards, believe me, I'm not a football X's and O's expert, but I know a little about physics. If the other guy's coming forward and you're moving backwards and you can't retaliate in certain ways, you're not stopping him. It's that simple. I'm not saying that you got to bring the head slap back in the game, but they call nickel and dime holding all the time now, all the time. That to me it interests me. If they wanted to put, I understand the protection of the players and all that stuff, but I don't really think it's possible. So just let them play football. Now that's a rather cold callous viewpoint. I don't have anybody in my family playing the game, but I think a lot of the players might agree with that, Jim.
Dave, personally, I agree with you. I think the rule changes, the suits in the in NFL headquarters, et cetera, are ruining football. Absolutely, the players have no idea what's supposed to happen out there, what they're going to be called for, what they're not going to be. They're going to be fined for this and fined for that. And if you're going to get fined every time you do something, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, eventually you're just going to stop doing it. And tackling gets worse. As far as offensive line play is concerned, the league has gone, for the most part, I mean, there's a lot of teams that are not like this. So, for example, you get a Kansas City who runs the ball and plays great defense, and they play a lot of dink and dunk offense with the passing game. But there are teams out there that are just dropping back 40, 50 times and throwing the ball all over the lot.
Yep.
That's when your offensive line has to drop back and block. So they have to become good at pass blocking. In the old days, half the talent was they were required to run block and the pass block. And some of these offensive players in college were pretty good run block offensive linemen. But now they're in the pros and these new rules, and if you get a coach that wants to just throw the ball all the time, now you have to pass block all the time. So, your quarterbacks get hit more because they're back there in vulnerable positions more. So you have a lot more quarterbacks going down, and we see that all over the league. You got starting quarterbacks everywhere falling, and then you have backup players everywhere. I mean, hell, Matt Flynn played one good game in his life, and he's gotten like 4 contracts, and now he's back to where he started. It's a complete joke. Because of the litigious factors out there, and the league being worried about getting sued for concussions, et cetera, they've changed all the rules, and they're ruining the game. So they need to get their head out of their ass and change some other things rather than all these rule changes they're doing. They're ruining the game. The offensive lines are not worse. It's just the rules, like Dave said. These players coming out of college, they're just as talented. They're bigger, stronger. But when you change the rules like they've been doing it makes it look worse.
Yeah, Dave, you actually hit it on the head. The rules changes over the last 5 to 6, 8 years set it up where defense it's a passing league. The NFL is basically a passing league. There's a few teams that don't do it as often, but it's basically throwing the football, which means the only way the defense is going to stop that is to do these blitz packages, which they put together, and they just simply out-muscle those offensive linemen who don't have a chance. Offensive linemen are really on the defense now. They have to put up with those blitz packages, and there's always going to be more injuries, and those are big dudes, and when they rip something or they hurt something, it takes a while for it to cure. I think what you said is it. It's those blitz packages that the defense has. They know they're going to throw the ball. They got no choice.
All right. Before we get to the games, we've got a couple of quick items to take care of. First, we're going to check in with our man in the street. That's Jeff Side from L.V.S.S., and he has a free NFL total. Go ahead, Jeff.
Thanks, guys. Got a free pick coming up in the NFL, but first get the rest of November basketball, NBA, and college, along with a pair of conference game of the months in college football. Over 2 weeks of action, only $29. Sign up early. Get a bonus TV winner tonight. Call L.V.S.S. at 1-866-575-8916. Free play comes the NFL on Sunday as the Browns and Bengals meet in Cincy. Cleveland is off a bye week with a weak offense, 16th in passing, 25th in rushing, but the defense has been a big surprise, very strong up front, ranked in the top 10 against both the run and the pass. Cincinnati prefers a balanced, conservative offense and a powerhouse defense, top 11 against the run and the pass. The Bengals are 9-2 under the total against the AFC, plus 5-1 under an AFC North division play. When these teams met in September, Cleveland won 17-6, holding the Bengals at just 266 total yards, 4-14 on third down. Your free play, take the Browns and Bengals under the total. Once again, get the rest of November basketball, NBA, and college, along with a pair of conference games of the month in college football. Over 2 weeks of action, just $29, and sign up early and get a bonus TV winner tonight. Call L.V.S.S. 1-866-575-8916.
All right, thanks, Jeff. Sure appreciate that. Free plays every day from Jim Feist and myself. Jim, you go first.
Well, if you want free plays sent right to your cell phone each and every day, and it's really something you should do, whether you play them or not on a daily basis. You'll be getting them, and when you're ready to play, there'll be a play there. And we really try to win these games. They're very important to us to win. It's got my name on it, my signature, so I definitely want to win everything that I put out there. Just text winner, 313131, you actually text winner to 313131, and you'll have it sent to you every day right to your cell phone.
Same here. Just text Cokin, Cokin, to 313131, and you get back my free play on a text message for that day and subsequent days as well. And again, they're free.